Get him up. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up.
What's good, YouTube? Project Karma back at it again with another video. And as the title says, we are doing a 3v1 matchup video where we're going to simulate some fights for you guys and talk about who we think's going to win the fight. You guys will get the hang of it after the first video. So let's get right to it.
Fight back.
Alright, so for fight one, we got the Demon Slayer crew with Rengoku, Muzan, and Giyu versus Attack on Titan's very own, the Colossal Titan. I guess we're going to use Aaron as the, we're going to use Armin as the Colossal Titan. We already know some of his feats. He's tall enough to be the size of the wall, standing 60 meters tall. And he has steam emission that can basically kill you if you're close enough or in it long enough. We already know some of his other stats, but who do y'all have in this fight?
I mean, I'm gonna be straight up with you. First off, if it's during the day, Muzan is not out there. So the setting definitely has to be at night, or otherwise he is definitely letting Rengoku and Giyu die on their own.
Fair point.
But if it's at night, I mean, the Colossal Titan, when Armin explodes, he's blowing up like big ships in the water. So Muzan would probably be the only one to survive that. I mean, now granted, you know, I was saying like Rengoku and Giyu are definitely fast enough. Like if the Colossal Titan didn't result to exploding, they'd be able to, like, you know, jump on top of his arms, run up and try to slash him. But it would just be a matter of how long would it take before they actually learned that the nape is the weakness of the body. Right?
Yeah,
like,
I think that was what I was thinking
time,
of.
I think Rengoku and Giyu would probably die from being on top of the steam for so long, and Muzan would be their last resort.
Yeah,
like, that's it.
I definitely see Rengoku and Giyu dying pretty early on, whether it's from an attack or from the steam alone. I agree with you. Muzan's the only person, I mean, and I haven't seen him fight yet, but if he's like an all-around body attacker similar to, like, you know, Mikasa attacking the body, but just how big he is alone, I'm definitely giving the Colossal Titan the easy victory with this one. But Ant, who you got?
Do you wanna? For me, I kind of can see where we're going with Colossal Titan beating Rengoku and Muzan and Giyu. We could say Rengoku had pretty decent speed, as we saw when he fought Haza, I think is his name, and you know, the Hashras and everything else. But I don't really think they could do anything to Armin in that Titan form, or he could just explode. You know what I mean? I don't really see them really being able to deal with the sheer force of the Colossal Titan. And with Muzan, we haven't really got to see him do anything. We kind of like seen him, you know, shapeshift from male to female and turn people into demons and had them all, like, you know, the demons are scared of him, but we don't really know why. I mean, we haven't really seen him use any of his power yet. I can't give a full spectrum of Muzan, so I definitely think the Colossal Titan's winning.
Good, Lil. You agree?
Yeah, I can agree. I see Muzan being the wild card here, because even though we haven't seen him do anything, it's safe to say that you can give him the benefit of the doubt of being able to regenerate. As far as how good his regeneration abilities are, don't know. But I think he might be able to stall out Armin until Armin runs out of steam, because as we all know, the longer that they go with the steam, the smaller that the Titan gets, and that's when you create the opening for the nape. Then there's also the whole, we haven't seen Muzan have anything capable of slicing through a Titan's nape. Like, we've seen him karate chop a guy in the stands, but, you know, his neck is like 1,000 times smaller than the Colossal Titan, so that also.
All right, so
I did want to add too, I can't remember, but the Colossal Titan never really had the ability to, like, harden himself, right?
No.
No.
Or at least we haven't seen it.
So
that's not his ability.
My only last follow-up was, like, remember when Muzan had the ability to, like, stick his finger into, or the demons had the ability to stick their finger inside of a human skin or something like that, and it infected their bloodstream and could blow them up? what if he did that into the Colossal Titan? Like, it would still get
Low-key.
to the Colossal Titan. So I feel like he, like you said, Khalil, with him
They
being
are
the wild card,
connected.
that could really pull off the battle.
Low key, yeah. Actually, that's a very good point. But we'll leave it for the viewers to decide. Let's move on to the next battle. We got Fairy Tail, Natsu, Gray, and Ezra versus Julius from Black Clover, the Wizard King. We know some of his feats. He got time magic, the restraining little bubble magic, transformation magic. He got speed, the mana zone. It all goes on. But I'll leave this one to you guys. Who y'all got in this one? Julius is a powerhouse, but I know Natsu's strong as hell. So let's hear it.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is the main squad, like, that everybody always knows in Fairy Tail for being the one to try to dominate their opponents. All of them are pretty much powerhouses, especially Urza and Natsu. Especially Natsu, and I believe Urza, if I remember correct, had some battles against people who used time, so they might be able to get familiar with it. But it's just a matter of the Wizard King has used this magic for much longer than I would imagine any of the people they've been fighting against that use it, and he moved along with the time magic so quickly. I feel like it's a wash. Like, we've seen him encapsulate people in his low time zones. Now, granted, I feel like maybe, Natsu and Urza are strong enough, their magic capacity to break out of it. It's just it's a wide range of his attacks. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
I don't know
wondering
how
this
they
one
would
because
actually hit him.
since he doesn't have the actual, like, any fire that he has to use against them, I don't think. I mean, I know Natsu's gonna be helpful in the fight, but the Wizard King, low key, the only reason why he went down was because he had to save people. And looking at a lot of his, like, guidebook stats, he has 5s in everything other than magic sensing, which is a 4, and physical strength, which is a 4, but everything else is 5s across the board. I don't see how anybody can beat this man, especially because if he bubbles you, you're done. And if he don't have something just on his mind, he still has that giant grimoire with hella magic spells. So
Yeah,
I think
like,
I'm giving
that
this one
book
to Wizard King.
it was infinite of
It was
magic pages,
infinite.
so I couldn't tell you what he has up his sleeve that
Yeah,
Natsu would be caught off guard with.
he's like a walking wild card. But anybody
Wouldn't go
disagree
down
with
like
this one,
that,
we don't
though.
have to stay on it too long. But yeah, I mean, it'd be a good fight, but I just can't see anybody breaking through. Khalil, Ant, anybody disagree, or y'all want to move on?
No arguments here.
All right. So the next fight, we got Edward, Mustang, and Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I do not know how I forgot that. And they're going against Adam from Record of Ragnarok. For those who don't know about Adam, Adam has godly strength. He went up against, who was it? Was it Zeus? Yeah, he went up against Zeus,
Yeah, it was Zeus.
the god. And we are talking about Adam, like from Adam and Eve in the Bible. He also has godly abilities, godly durability, speed, reflexes. He was literally considered the strongest human, similar to Krillin, but he is way stronger than Krillin, for those who haven't seen it. But I guess we'll start with you then, Ant. Who do you have in this one?
When I was thinking about it, I'm like, I kind of see because they have the what's it, alchemy
Mhm.
and stuff like that. But seeing what Adam did to Zeus, and in Record of Ragnarok, I don't think this is a fight at all. To be honest, I feel like Edward's getting clapped. The fact that he was able to read and like use the ability of the person that he was fighting against, like kind of like a copy. We don't know if he would be able to like copy alchemy. That would be kind of wild if you think
I
about
don't
it.
even think he would have to. I think Adam would literally, because for those who haven't seen it, Adam beat Zeus to like a pulp. Like, it's like if you punch a piece of fruit a bunch of times, he beat him like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, so very good fight. If you haven't seen that, I think you should go read it. But yeah, it was a very good fight overall. But I can't see any of them doing anything to Adam. And Armstrong is probably the strongest physically, and I don't
Armstrong
think he
ain't gonna
can.
be so strong. I bet you that.
Yeah, he gonna get turned into fruit if he try to mess with Adam. In my opinion, Edwards, I don't even think the fire would really hurt him because of his durability. Kind of have to agree with Ann on this one.
That's kind of because like I was thinking to myself, like I saw how kind of small of a body frame Adam was, but it's like you saying the fact that he can use somebody's ability kind of against him. It's like if he can use alchemy and transmutation, I'm pretty sure Adam is a pretty intellectual person too. I'm pretty sure he could get really creative with how he could use it against all of them. Because transmutation basically has no bounds. It's just the amount of knowledge you need in order to use it. So
True. Yeah. I mean, I see what you
Yeah.
mean. I see what you mean.
like I said, Armstrong is definitely the physical one, but if you said he beat Zeus to a pulp, I can see Armstrong going in with one punch and Adam probably would like break his arm.
He probably wouldn't even block it. That's the wild part about how strong Adam was
He would just tank
in
it?
record of, he'd probably just, I mean, he's not one to just take it, but like he took punches from Zeus, like they were trading. Think of Zeus.
Right.
Like that.
And then and it's gods versus humans. Think of Zeus punching a human and they're trading punches. It was even. So yeah. I do want to hear what of course our viewers think of this one too, especially if they actually seen it. But definitely go check out an Adam fight. I'll put some clips in it so y'all can see it. But Adam is a dog. But I think we're going to the next one. We got Jujutsu Kaisen's very own Gojo, Mahito, and Hanabi, and they're going against Ichigo, the man who needs no explanation, but he has expert hand-to-hand combat, expert speed and reflexes, strength, durability, growth rate or advanced growth rate, and he's super smart too. So I guess we'll start this one off with Khalil. Who do you have in this one?
I'd probably still give the nod. Wait, well, you know what?
Uh-oh.
I'm thinking of what I know about Gojo so far. We won't see until season 2 comes out of Jujutsu, but Gojo's pretty, but I think I'm gonna still give the head nod to Ichigo. Only because he was able to. Mostly because he was able to beat Aizen. Aizen, by that point, he had absorbed this power that was supposed to be able to adapt to anything that exists that gets thrown his way. So he should be able to. He's basically turns into Taskmaster, pretty much. Ichigo was still able to overcome something as powerful as that. And Gojo's strong, but I just don't think he's powerful enough to take on Ichigo. At least not from what I've seen so far.
So you think it's like physical strength, or do you think it's just experience wise, or just Ichigo has too much in his back pocket, similar to Julius?
Say it's more so in his back pocket, but also Ichigo is definitely his raw energy output is also pretty crazy.
What was you saying, Amari?
No, I was saying Ichigo may have beaten him, but he didn't really ever get to kill Aizen because Aizen is technically like still able to fight against him, I believe, right?
I mean, Aizen's immortal. That's just it's a given. It's what he does. Doesn't die, but Ichigo still beat him.
It's interesting because I was really gonna kind of give the fact that the hacks of this team is a little bit different from how Aizen is, because like Ichigo is really fast, but anybody that's fast getting within Gojo's little kind of sphere is like you're gonna slow down regardless. Like no matter how fast you are, you're going to slow down. So I feel like Gojo would actually be able to react to Ichigo's abilities a lot more than I think we're giving him words. You know what I'm saying? He has the ability to react to Ichigo. And then Mahito's little thing with being able to touch. Now, granted, Mahito is still kind of developing in the show too, but I just kind of see the fact of he's ever so changing within the battle too, kind of going along with the battle. He's like
so
the
you're
same
saying
almost.
it's roll of the dice in this one.
Because I don't know how Hanabi. I feel like Hanabi's kind of the weaker link of.
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
here, I'm
Mahito's pretty
the whole
weak
here.
too. I really think this would turn into a one-on-one low key. I think Mahito and Hanami would both get crushed
a
by
backup.
Ichigo. Yeah, they're not even backup. I think Ichigo would just handle them battle sense wise, because Gojo's not. He's not going to come get in your face. He's going to send something at you low key, but. Ichigo
You saw how he
Gojo,
was whenever all the attacks were close up too. Like he was slapping them back and getting past him.
he
and all.
handles
So,
himself very well. So
I don't even know what it's like when he puts him in that what's that joint called again? The domain.
Domain expansion?
oh, domain expansion.
Would Ichigo be able to actually do something against that?
I can see my problem
Say
is I
so.
keep just thinking Gojo is hacks. He's just a hack. So it's anytime it's a hacks like character, I'm kind of starting to side with the Gojo side, because I don't think Ichigo would have as much control if he enters Gojo's domain expansion, like you're saying.
He technically went through that with Aizen. Aizen had something similar, whereas they want to call it a little black hole, even though it doesn't like stretch or contort, and more so slices things. They still state it to be something like a black hole, which is basically what Infinite Void is, the thing that Gojo uses. But Ichigo kind of broke out of that, without a scratch on him. So there is that, and that wasn't even his strongest form.
Hey. All right. So
it's
Ichigo wipe, it sounds like. But
Very good.
we will move on to the next one. We got Base Gon, Base Killua, and Kurapika versus Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. Some quick Toguro facts. He's already strong in his base form. He's basically like Broly in his base form. I guess we'll compare to in power. He's not Broly strong, but think of Broly. And then he has damaging aura, where the aura around him can literally damage you. He can finger flip bullets and kill you, stuff like that. Regeneration. He can even absorb your soul and has superhuman speed. So we got him versus basically the base characters from Hunter x Hunter. Who y'all got in this one? I think this is pretty even. You want to start this one off, Amari?
This is actually, like you said, a pretty interesting fight, to be completely honest. I feel like base form, all of them. Killua, as far as speed, is definitely doing the most here, but I feel like Kurapika with his hacks, just with his nin alone, whatever that ability is that he has, that one I feel like might be able to help turn the tide of this battle against Toguro the most, in comparison to like Killua and Gon's nin in particular, because they have to be really upfront and like put impact to him, whereas Kurapika has to actually like manipulate the person's body
Fair enough,
to the will
yeah.
of however he wants the battle to go.
Yeah.
But Toguro is still fast though, so I mean, it's a matter of Kurapika doesn't get injured to
Smushed
the
in the
point where he
process.
can't use his nin, for actually getting to pull it off. This is
'Cause
an interesting fight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the Hunter x Hunter way for this one. And y'all know I'm a big Yu Yu fan, but I do think Killua and Kurapika, or Kurapika, like them as a team together. I think Killua close up will be able to distract him long enough for him to get off whatever he needs to. I do think Gon would likely die in this if he's still in base form. I ain't gonna lie. Because he would try to keep up, but he's not as fast as Killua. And Toguro, if he's starting to lose, will kill Gon without hesitation.
And we see how Gon is. Whenever he's mad, he's literally gonna keep going straight into the battle.
Ye-
Sometimes
yeah.
he loses his thinking things through, whereas Killua actually is like assassination. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I'll die. Gon's the complete opposite.
Complete opposite. Do you think what you got, Ant?
What I'm thinking, are we taking into consideration that Kurapika can't use his nin to change and stuff without dying?
I mean, I think
Or
we
we
should
just saying
leave
just
Kurapika as, because there is no
he
real.
has the ability to use it.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
a
You're right.
specific technique he can't, like the heart chain thing. He
Isn't that,
can't
like-
use that unless it's a spider.
Oh,
Every
right,
other
okay.
technique
That's okay.
he can use. It's just the heart technique
You just can't use the
specifically.
heart
he can't
chain.
use
Okay.
that. I mean, which
Oh,
could
never mind
which
then. I'm thinking
Killua
about
will do, which is his last resort. Like if he really needs to make sure Killua and Gon don't die, he could kill Toguro with it. It's just that he would die as a result of it.
himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking it was all of it, but if it's just that, then no. I see where y'all are. I see where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
All right, so it looks like the Hunter x Hunter crew can pull it off. Khalil, you think we miss anything, or you think we should move on?
No, we can keep it going. That's solid.
All right, so we got the next one. We got King, Bon, and Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins versus One for All from versus All for One from My Hero Academia. All for One basically can do everything with immense speed and enhanced senses, and he's smart as well. He basically can, everybody knows he can take everyone's power. So in this fight, who do y'all have? Amari, these are your boys, so we gonna go back to you again.
Yeah, well, Seven Deadly Sins are more
that's
shot on
true.
your boys. I know a good amount of them, but as far as All for One, it's interesting because in this battle, he's really versatile in an amount of stuff that he could do to try to compete against King, Bon, and Escanor. Yeah, like I feel like he'd be able to figure out what quirks, because he can combine them all at once. It's not like he has to use each one individually. Yeah, which really gives him a good edge here. It would be interesting if he has like some type of quirk that allows him to use whatever elemental energy that they're using to combine with him, because obviously King, Bon, and Escanor don't have quirks, but I'm sure there has to be a quirk out there in his arsenal that allows him to use something in that battle to still make him fight and regenerate too, I would imagine as well.
Yeah,
because this man, literally his face isn't there, but he's still talking and alive no matter the number of battles he's been getting his butt whooped. So
fair enough.
this is fun. I'm gonna give it up. I might give it to One for All for One though. Sorry, All for One.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go All for One too, just off of the basis of the versatility when you're going against three people. I'm still going your way. I do think that the real problem in this fight will be Escanor, but I just don't see. I mean, I like King, I like Bon, but King I don't think will be useful at all in this fight, and Bon, Snatch is a very cool ability, but with somebody like One for All who can also regenerate and he is smart and has very good senses, speed, and durability, what's he really going to do?
And he fights smart too. Like,
yeah, he's not
how he
stupid.
approaches the battle.
Yeah. Anybody disagree and got King, Bon, Escanor winning this at all?
No.
Well,
I don't.
while All for One is like very versatile and all that,
Mm-hmm.
still did lose the one All Might just by getting punched in his face. And I'm pretty sure Escanor can land a pretty solid punch like that. I'm just saying.
That's fair. That's very fair. I don't know if Escanor is as strong as All Might though. I'm not gonna lie. Like All Might is a different beast. He's similar to Superman. I don't think Escanor with the direct sunlight. He may be. I think he's gonna try to throw the little sun thing at him, and I think that's where his downfall will be, to be honest. But I don't think I can say Escanor is as strong as All Might. Do you think so?
I also want to point out too that punch, even though it was strong enough to knock All for One out, he didn't kill him, and that punch would normally kill most people.
Yeah.
So this man's durability is pretty high to tank a punch like that and still be alive.
Still incapacitated him though.
Oh,
unless he pulls the whole Batman utility belt garbage, like I'm gonna summon the power of the sun. Oh, joke's on you. I have a quirk that lets me use the moon eclipse, bitch. So who knows?
True. I guess I'm also forgetting Escanor's heat was like strong enough to melt soldiers, army, or like the armor off of soldiers. Because I remember Guild Thunder and I know it's like Hauser was behind him. Yeah, Hauser and Guild Thunder were behind Escanor when he brought out the little sun thing, and he melted the steel armor off of their bodies. So I don't think All for One is heat resistant. So maybe that will come into play, but it's definitely that's true too, and he can regenerate at the same time. I don't know. maybe we will leave this one for the viewers to decide because we are at that time. But if you guys like this type of video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know down below so we can do more. If you have any matchups that y'all want to see, let us know and we'll see if we can make it happen. You already got the whole spill. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Until next time. Peace.